the real world.
Welcome to my channel. This is Serge bringing you another action figure toy review on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Beast Morphers Gold Ranger. As you can see, there's a nice little image on the side right here that continues and wraps around the side of the box just like so. And over here we have the reflected image on the other side. On the back we have a product image, nothing at the bottom, and just the tab at the top. Let's get to this thing and open it up. Alright, now that we got this open, let's take a look at the accessories. Here's the nice little head sculpt for Nate Silva. Looks pretty good. Fairly clean paint apps, especially around them lips and glossy looking skin. The hair looks good and the sculpting details looks really good. I like that. Alright, let's take a look at the hands. These hands look good. You can see right here in the joints that there's some extra paint right there. Might have to take an X-Acto knife or something and try to scrape that so you can use that hinge real good right there. But both hands have that same hinge. Well, actually all four hands have that same hinge. This is rock on, dudes. Alright, let's take a look at this fisted hand. You can see the sculpted lines in that right there. Looking pretty good. It's the same thing right here. It's a little bit of discoloration between this hinge and these hands right here. If you can see the two different colors right there. Fist bump. Here we go with the little gun he's got. It's a little blaster. Looks pretty good for the most part. I don't know how accurate it is to a show. I don't really watch Beast Morphers. Here's his little sword, looking pretty good. I like the sculpted artwork in there. And a little blue. That blue really pops with this gold and silver, I think. Looks pretty nice. And here, let's take a look at this little effect piece. It's not too bad, if I don't say so. This thing's a really nice effect piece. I think he's the first one to have this effect piece. And what you do is you just slide it right on the sword like that, and that'll give you really good posing options for displaying and stuff. Here he is out of his box. This Lightning collection has been great so far. I mean, they've given us really good sculpted detail. Their paint apps ain't been too much to complain about. This has been a really good line of collection so far of figures. Right, guys, let's get into the articulation part of the review. Now right here on his visor though, before I get into the articulation, you can see right here that there's some like extra yellow seeping through right there. So be on the lookout whenever you go to get your Beast Morpher if you want the Gold Ranger, to see if he's got the best paint apps, because I got another like little splotch right here. But another thing I forgot to mention before I get into the articulation is right here with the gripping hand on his left hand. You can use an X-Acto knife and probably split that open so he can actually, grip this gun a lot better. It's a little bit hard to do while you're on camera to get that in there good, but you can, as you can see right there, can't really get the trigger finger to go through that. You'd have to use that X-Acto knife, if you wanted that finger to be on that trigger. But for me, I'll probably just leave it like it is. I like to keep my figures as mint as possible. Also on this other hand right here with the sculpted detail and stuff, it's just a regular, gripping hand. It's nothing like this one where it's got the trigger finger. But anyway, let's get to it and do the articulation. He can look that far forward. That's pretty good. He can look that far down. Does he have any real head tilt? Maybe a little bit of attitude, not too much. He's got a really good butterfly joint right here in his shoulder, so he can get
a huge range of motion, like right here for posing and stuff, and he can go that far back with it, which is awesome. Now this part right here, it's really soft and it moves out of the way real good, so it doesn't hinder articulation at all. I know some people complain about it, but me, it doesn't bother me too bad because, I mean, it's floaty and it gets out of the way. And then you got the full 360 right there, so, you know, like I said, it just don't get in the way. He's got the bicep swivel right here. He's got a double jointed elbow, which can go in really, really good. Extend that arm back out, and we can watch all four hands right here hinge up and down just like so. His diaphragm, he goes from that far to the side. He can lean that far to the other side. Without the ab crunch, he can lean in that far with that diaphragm. He can go this far back with it, which is pretty good range. And then with the added ab crunch, he can look down that far, and he can go back that far. Let's see, he can kick this far forward. He's got a double jointed knee. It can go that far, and it can also go that far back. And he can't really kick back too good. He's got a boot rotation, and I don't think he's got a thigh cut. So most of these figures have had the thigh cut, but he's got that boot swivel. His ankle can go that far forward, that far back, because this right here and this right here, it hits, so you can't get that really good range like we're used to getting with the other Rangers. And he's got the ankle pivot. Now, I want to talk about his sculpt. His sculpt is great. Like, I have no complaints with the sculpt, because you can see all them wrinkles and lines in there, and this is like sculpted in this little line right here around his collar and stuff. It looks really good. And this right here, they really nailed it with the sculpt. Yeah, looking pretty good. On the back, you can still see some of them wrinkles right there in the hinge. It's nice. This is a very, very nice figure. And the belt looks great. Like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that real good. But yeah. No complaints other than the two, like, little paint splotches. He is standing next to fellow team member Beast Morphers Red Ranger, and they scale together pretty good. I like the height. I think they should be close to the same height. And look for his review coming up next. He is standing next to two other black and gold Power Rangers. You have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Dragon Shield, Black Ranger right here, the Walgreens exclusive, and you also have the white Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've done a review on the Black Ranger. If you want to go ahead and check it out, you can do so. And here's how he scales with the Legacy Edition Power Rangers, Red Ranger and Blue Ranger from the Mighty Morphin series. Now, the Hasbro one is really good. I like Hasbro's Power Rangers a lot better than I did these Bandai ones. When these came out, I thought these were good, but whenever these came out, they're even better. Just for fun, here's how he scales with a couple of symbiotes from the Marvel Legends series. You have Carnage and you have Black Symbiote Back in Black Deadpool. Here's how he looks with the Nate Silva head sculpt on, and I got to say, it looks good. It's a little glossy for my taste, but all in all, I think it's really good. Here's my final thoughts on this figure. If you're a huge Beast Morphers fan, I recommend this. If you are trying to fill out your Power Rangers collection, I recommend this figure. I think he's really good. If you know nothing about the Beast Morphers, then I feel for sure that even if you got this figure, you would still enjoy it. His joints wasn't gummy. They wasn't stiff like they have been with the other Power Rangers. As far as I can tell, he has been a really, really good figure. Just getting him around, playing with him. I've had fun doing this review with him. Yeah, I believe he's going to be a good one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content from me. And as always, feel the urge to keep collecting with Surge, and thanks for watching.
Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Yeah.